So I had to go back to the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1875.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because up on that hill, and over here is also, I have a short video about the Battle of Little Bighorn, with Custer getting killed and all, the a lot of these same people that were killed were at the Battle of Little Bighorn. And a lot of it was the 7th Cavalry that was there at the Battle of Little Bighorn, who are here up on that hill with those cannon. And I didn't know that reading my history until I put this together and I read that these same people who survived the Battle of Little Bighorn were here at Wounded Knee with cannons. So you start to see where this wasn't an accident that these people were killed. It wasn't this massacre was not something that was going to be prevented. It was going to happen because the people who survived the 7th Cavalry, some of the same people who were in that battle and lost so badly to these native people, they weren't going to let that go. This was a massacre that was supposed to happen. How would you put the same people there? It's amazing to me. Anyway, so this one, this number 4 goes into the Battle of Little Bighorn for a reason, because it directly relates to what happened at Wounded Knee. Some of the same participants. So we can go.
Yeah, let's go on to do something because we're not going to have time to cover everything.
Okay. So when you go, you go over here then to the hills. Cavalry over here on this side.
4 cannon.
Up here on the hill. And this is a picture of one of the he said, yeah, we exterminated them. This Captain Winfield Scott Edgarly, who got all kinds of awards and honors from what happened at Wounded Knee.
So here,
and he was in the 7th Cavalry, and he actually he fought in the Battle of Little Bighorn. So, as you can see from up here, there was no place that people could go. Now, this landscape isn't to scale, but it is pretty close with, where everything's located.
Yes. So
so they had the cannon above all of the encampment.
Yeah, we see the cannon, and we see now the Indian teepees and their horses. We also see 3 other military emplacements around them, so they were effectively surrounded. And they actually, the intention was to disarm them. Is that right?
Well, there's 2 stories. First, when they first came upon them on Porcupine Ridge is where they made contact with them. The story is at that time they got their weapons. They got guns and things. But then when they had them here camped out, the next day the soldiers went down to further search. They wanted to search the teepees for any other weapons. So that was the story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
And the most anybody had was, they said one guy had an old rifle, somebody else had a knife. You know, when you hear the story, you just, and you actually look at this, how they're surrounded by people with cannons. I mean, just totally outnumbered with weapons. And remember, these were women and children here. Over half the people here were women and children.
Yes. That's why it really was not a battle so much as a massacre. Okay.
So,
okay. Now this is, and is there more to tell about this story?
well, that there were some people who survived, and they gave a lot of eyewitness accounts. So I have those listed for people to read. There's eyewitness accounts on both sides. All I can say is that there's absolutely no reason that they basically ran down, you know, because people tried to run. They ran to this ravine over here on the one side to hide. But the soldiers chased people up to 17 miles to kill them all.
Uh-huh.
And they killed children, and they killed pregnant women, because the idea was that if you killed the pregnant women, if you killed the kids, then that helped get rid of the Indians faster. And that was the policy. That's the thing. That was the policy of the government and of the military at the time.